Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today we are going to be talking about All Physicians formula. So I'm going to do my top 10 products from this brand. I've done a lot of other brands in this series, so I will link the playlist for you guys as well, so you guys can check out any other videos and leave your request down below for what you would like to see in this brand's best series, what brands you would like. But for now, let's go ahead and get into it and talk about some Physicians Formula products. So for these videos, I pretty much do my top 10 products from a brand. I will link a couple other like honorable mentions down below. I've done that with a couple other brands, and there were other Physicians Formula products that I liked, and they maybe were like number 11, number 12. So I will link those for you guys down below so you guys can check those out as well, because they're still really good products. But let's go ahead and start off with face stuff. So the first thing I want to talk about is actually more of a skincare thing, and this is a newer release from them. This is their Rose All Day Oil-Free Serum. It says it brightens and tightens. The packaging is adorable on this, and it's really, really nice. So I actually dabbed it right here today before I did my foundation, just to kind of add some brightness in this area and a little bit of tightness. I really like this. I even apply it at night sometimes just to kind of brighten up that area. And it has almost like this iridescent look to it, but it blends in so beautifully to the skin. And it's moisturizing, but it's not super oily. And I really struggle with serums because I don't know really what to do as far as like, because I have oily skin, so I don't really know like how do I kind of handle this. But this is actually a really good product because it is oil free. So for someone who has oily skin like me, it's beautiful because it doesn't make me extra oily. It just adds some moisturization, some brightness, some tightness. I really, really like it. And it does have a little bit of a glow, so it's really pretty. So again, Rose All Day Serum, thumbs up. Foundation. So I have the Healthy Foundation, which has an SPF of 20. It says it's brightening complex. It's for all skin types. I do wear the shade LN3. A couple weeks ago, maybe almost a month ago now, they did put up on their Instagram like a shade guide for this foundation, and I recommended that to one of you guys in the comments on another video that I did. So if you have a hard time finding your like right shade, or you don't know which shade to order online, definitely go to their Instagram and check that little guide out where they show swatches and stuff like that, because it was really helpful. But I do have LN3, which stands for Light Neutral 3. I have a pretty neutral skin tone, so I like to get a neutral foundation. And this is a really good medium coverage foundation. They do market it as medium coverage, and I definitely agree. It's not full coverage. Like, I did have to conceal some blemishes today, but overall, it evens out your skin tone. It looks really healthy. It looks really good. It's not super mattifying, but it's also not super dewy. It's a really nice, just natural finish foundation, and it's absolutely beautiful, and I love it. Definitely recommend. The applicator is like just a big old doe foot, which is kind of nice too because you can just draw it all over your face. I've used it with a brush, a beauty blender, all of that stuff, and either way, I like it, and I think it's really great. So Healthy Foundation is another good buy. For face powder, I have been obsessed with the Youthful Wear Matte Finish. I've tried this, and honestly, I just like haven't stopped using it ever since I tried it a couple months ago, or about a month ago now, probably, maybe a week. You do get a little brush, I don't even know, and a mirror down here. I wish it almost came with a puff because I feel like that'd be better for touch-ups, but you could obviously just buy a puff and put it down there. But this powder is so nice. It does say it's translucent. I don't know how much I love it. Like, I agree with that. I definitely think that it has a little bit of a color to it, but it is a really smooth powder that doesn't look powdery, but does look matte. So it's really good. You just like can't overdo this. And I love that fact about it because I do have oily skin, so I want to look matte, but no girl wants cake face, okay? Like, no one wants to look like they have just baked in the sun for 5 hours with a bunch of powder on their face. Like, no. And so I really, really enjoy this powder. Definitely recommend. Okay, a couple bronzer things. Butter bronzer, hello. I mean, if you haven't tried this yet, where have you been? Like, oh my gosh, it smells like coconuts. It's so good. I do have the shade Light Bronzer. They've come out with like 4 different ones now. It's beautiful. I'm wearing it today. It is just the most like buildable but foolproof bronzer ever. It's so good. You can just not screw it up. It's a satin finish, more like matte satin. It's not shimmery at all, but it offers just the most natural, beautiful look, and I absolutely love it. And it's a really nice tone. It doesn't make you look orange. Doesn't make you look gray. It's just perfect and I absolutely love it. It does come, I think it came with a brush too, and it comes with a mirror. So it's just kind of packaged like the powder, but a little bit more just like thicker. Now another bronzer thing I love is the Bronze Booster Trio in Matte Sculpting. So they have a matte and they have a shimmer one. This, like I said, is the matte one. You get 3 shades. You get a setting powder up here, which I totally forgot to use today. I saw my under eyes and I was like, dang it, I should have used it. But I've used it a bunch, obviously. I've hit pan on it. The middle shade is a more cool tone contour, and then this one is supposed to be a bronzer. It's a little too dark for me. I actually use this as eyeshadow today. But overall, I love this so much. It does come with a mirror and a brush. And this brush, you guys, so good. Even when this is like gone, I will keep this brush. It is a really soft brush that's really nicely angled. It does shed a little bit. I'm like picking some off right now, but it's a really nice soft angle brush. So I just kind of take, how I mainly use this is I take the middle shade, that little like gray tone one, and I just sort of stamp it and then just blend it and maybe hit the nose, and I'm good to go. And it's so nice and just natural looking. It doesn't make you look crazy contoured. I love the formula of these. I love the brush that comes with it. They're smooth, they blend. Everything about this is good, so I absolutely love that. For blush, I love the butter blushes. This one is Vintage Rouge. This is my all-time favorite. It is, I'm wearing it today. It's just a warm, peachy blush that kind of just wakes up your face and makes you look so healthy and so awake. It does come with a little mirror as well. It's kind of just a smaller version of the butter bronzer. And I love this. Smooth, blends like a dream, smells like coconuts. It is just heavenly. This one is kind of like a satin finish. There's not a lot of shimmer in it. The 2 shades I don't like of this one is the, what's it called? Natural Glow and then Plum Rose. I don't love those, but this one and the hot pink one are really pretty. This one is just my fave. And now for highlighter, something that I have loved for years, you guys, like years, is the Natural Nude Shimmer Brick. It looks like this. I feel like this is like old school Physicians Formula packaging, but it is just so beautiful because you get all these different tones. You can use them as eyeshadows. You can use them as highlights. I personally use this as a highlight. It is beautiful. I'm wearing it today. I don't know how well you guys can see, but it's just so natural. It looks like you are just glowing from within. You can build it up, but I just don't really like to. I just kind of like wear this very diffused, and it just looks, I'm like, yay, I've been eating kale all week and I've been drinking water all week and I'm just beautiful. Like that's what this looks like. It's so good. And on this side, it does come with a mirror, and I think it did come with a little brush too, but I don't know. But yeah, I just kind of swirl them all together. If you're more fair than me, you can definitely just kind of focus it up top. If you're darker, you can focus it on the bottom. They also have another shade. I think it's called like Warm Nude, but Natural Nude is just my all-time fave. I love this so much. All right, moving on to eye stuff. So I have a couple things. This is still on Ulta's website. It's only $5.49 on Ulta's website. I haven't seen it in Ulta stores though, so I'm not 100% sure. And honestly, I haven't really looked anywhere else to see if I can find it in stores, but it is on Ulta's website. This is the InstaReady eyeshadow palette in Natural Nude. When I first picked this up, probably close to a year ago now, maybe more, I was like, what? Like, how are you going to use this? Like, I ordered it because I was interested, but then I was like getting it and I was like, how am I going to use this? Like, it's laid out so weird. I was wrong. Yes, it's laid out weird. However, each section is big enough to get a brush in it. And that is what I like. You don't have to be super, super careful. And it's like they laid it out really well. So the colors I would probably use a bigger brush with, they're bigger pan sizes. Whereas like the darker shades are smaller, and I would probably use a smaller brush if I was using that dark of a shade. So they really laid it out in a very smart way. And the formula on these is heavenly. They blend so well. They're a really good, smooth formula. They're not chunky, and I absolutely love them. You get some mattes, you get some shimmers. It's a really great, just nude palette overall. I absolutely love it. And 2 more eye things I want to talk about are these Matte Collection Quad eyeshadows. These are, again, very old school Physicians Formula, but I absolutely Love them. I'm wearing this one today, which is Classic Nudes. So I have this shade on my brow bone and inner corner. I have this shade all over my lid. I have this shade in the crease, this on the outer corner, and then it wasn't dark enough for my taste, so I went in with this matte Sculpting trio, and I took this deep shade and just did a little bit on the outer corner just to deepen it up a little. But overall, I have done full looks with both of these and I love them. So again, this is Classic Nude, and then this one is Canyon Classics, which is more cool toned. I love these matte shadows. They're smooth, they're buttery, there's not a lot of fallout to them, they are pigmented. I don't need to work with them a lot to get them to blend. It's just, they're great. They are great eyeshadow quads that I feel like get overlooked by new things. Whereas like you could do a cream shadow, pop one of these in your bag, go for a week, and you'll be good. Like you don't need all of these palettes, which they're so fun, don't get me wrong. I love a good eyeshadow palette and I love trying new things. But I think sometimes we can get so caught up where it's like, no, these have been around for a long time and these are still just as good as they've ever been. So I think Physicians Formula definitely has their matte eyeshadow formula figured out and I love them so much. So definitely pick these up. I think they're around $8 at Ulta and they are absolutely wonderful. Last but not least, I want to talk about a lip product. And this is the lip product, this is the product that kind of like spinned this whole video into existence. I did a whole video on these, swatching them on my lips and just showing you guys the formula and raving about them, so I don't want to stay on here too long, but it is the Healthy Lips liquid lipsticks. Oh my gosh, they are the best drugstore liquid lipstick I've tried, honestly. Like they're so amazing. I am wearing today, where is it? I am wearing the one in All Natural Nude, and I did pair it with a more like brownish lip liner, so it does pull a little bit more warm tone, but you can do a peach lip liner with this, a pink, and it'll kind of pull any of those directions. So it's really nice nude because you can kind of make it your own in a bunch of different ways. I love this. The formula on these are so good. They're like a gel velvety lip, so they just really like sink into your lips and become one with your lips. So comfortable. They stain. They are absolutely wonderful. They don't bleed outside and make you look like a fool. It's just awesome. So I did do a full lip swatch video on all the shades that I have. I have about half of the shades that they've launched. So love those so much. Definitely recommend. Alright guys, that is it for this top 10 Physicians Formula video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I will link a couple more products down below if you like honorable mentions. So if you want to check it out, all the products as well as those will be listed down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave comments, a video request, or any other brands you would like to see in this video. And give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye!